G'day everyone, Scott here from One Green Thumb Gardening in Toowoomba. Today I just want to show you a general idea of what we do when we come to a property. So we maintain this property, but we don't mow the lawn except for the verge. But instantly I rock up, what I do is I go for a quick walk through the property to see what we need to do. So what I'm looking for is this mess, so we're going to blow all these leaves and pick up these sticks out of there. Whip a snip and mow our verge. Cut out any of the seed pods from the clivias and just tidy up any of the dead and untidy leaves. As we come into here, you can instantly see there's weeds in there. Some of this chickweed that is in and around plants will need to be pulled out. Same with this sort of stuff that's too close. And then anything that can be sprayed out, if it's quicker to pull it out, we'll pull it out. If it's quicker to spray, then we'll spray. But things like this, sometimes it's just easier to go through and just pull it out than spray. Got a couple little sweet potatoes there. Cut back the ginger, ready for the next season. It dies off in autumn. There was an old rose, so they'll need to be pulled out. All right, so we always have to try and, as you can see, hard cut back on this grevillea because it's quite a profuse growing one, and it becomes quite straggly on the inside and quite tall. So what I'm trying to do is just keep cutting it back to try and encourage internal growth, because as it grows out, you can see it just gets scrappy and dead. We look after that, make sure our grevilleas are tidied. We can see that this will need a spray for scale, and now it's got the sooty mould due to scale. I have been notified about the caterpillars that have now come along and the moths that have laid a whole bunch of cocoons on there. So as spring comes and these germinate, they will just literally strip all the foliage off the leaves, kind of like what's up there. So these caterpillars will come through and just decimate this plant. So I'm going to spray that with imidacloprid and white oil. As you can see, a bit more weeds. Hey, can never remember the dog's name. Hey mate, where's your ball? Hey, veggie garden's not looking too bad. Just a couple weeds in there. Citrus tree. Oh yeah, so we'll spray it with white oil and Spectrum, or imidacloprid I should say. Now it will kill bees, so make sure that you do not spray the imidacloprid whilst things are in flower. As long as you're careful and you spray, see these are all before flower, perfect time to spray. This here is looking really good, but I'm going to spray it anyway, just in case, because what's going to happen is that the moths are going to come from that lily pilly across to this one. So we're going to spray it preventively. And I'm also going to put in a miticide to help with the ciliate bug. It's actually coming back looking really quite good. Spray the lawn for weeds, whip a snip, then heel mow, cut back our lemongrass. We're going to take the top out of that lemon tree, so then we reduce the height, because there's no point having lemons way up there when you can already see there's too many lemons. So we don't want to create more unwanted lemons that just create a mess. So we want to try and compact our lemon tree down so that it's more harvestable and more user friendly. And also what's going to happen is, you can see with this branch, we're going to take one out, reduce that weight so that we don't snap this branch. Bit of manual weeding. Next door is just a vacant block, so it's notorious for all the bloody weeds growing through the fence line. So a bit of manual weeding, more spraying of citrus, take the top of that citrus out. We're going to cut these salvias right back to the ground, ready for the new spring. Potato vine, horrible weed. biosecurity sends out these tubers and they just keep popping up. So there's a massive one over there against that fence. It's all along. Actually, this guy's done a sensational job of maintaining it. Really good job considering it's a unit. But there's like a great big tuber. Where are you? Somewhere there. Massive big tubers. They just keep growing. They'll overtake everything. Other situations I can see, other than the weeds, is this tree. It's not doing... Oops, sorry. Let's zoom out. Shouldn't be doing that. So, I've got to either contact the neighbours or I've got to contact the council to see who owns this property and then organise a tree lopper, because it's going to be cheaper to get a tree lopper than for that to crash down and bust open all this fence. Other things that could be done, I'll ask if they want that ginkgo tidied up or if they like it like that. But we do need to take a bit out because our poor little callistemon's looking a bit sad, trying to strive for the sun. Now, if you have Burr Medic, I prefer to go through with a knife. And what you want to do is just cut down underneath that crown. Now, if the Burr Medic's only fresh and it doesn't have seeds, you can spray it. But if it has seeds, like that, oh, not quite, oh geez, they're close. Yeah, see that? There we go. So what happens is, if you spray that, those seeds there are going in for next year. So Burr Medic and khaki are two of the main weeds that I'll come through and try and... I'll just cut them out. Yeah, with two hands, it's a bit easier. All right, that's going to give us 3 hours worth of work. Alrighty, thanks for watching One Green Thumb Gardening. So that's just sort of a bit of a gist of what we do when we come to a property. We make sure that we look at everything, and then of course things that are coming up in the future that may need to be done. Can't think of any examples off my head. Whether it be mulching in the future, spraying in the future, planting in the future, driveway washing in the future. Anyway, whole list of scenarios there. Let me get my head straight. Okay, so I just want to give you a gist of what we do when we come to a property. We're always trying to look out for current problems and then upcoming problems, and then maintain it so that we reduce maintenance in the future and use as ecological practices as possible. So if that's what you're interested in and that's the kind of gardener that you're after, contact me, send me a message, or jump over to our website, go in the jot form. I do apologise for being a bit scattery this morning. And I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching One Green Thumb Gardening, and you have a beautiful day. See ya.